Om. 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 I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm not the ego. I am truth, consciousness, and bliss, Satchidanand. I'm all-powerful, omnipotent. I'm all-pervading. I exist here and there and everywhere. I'm omniscient. I know the past, present, and future. I existed before creation as consciousness. From me, creation manifested. I enter into creation to give it life. I'm the driver in the body. This vehicle body is made up of the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. It is constantly changing. One day for sure I'll lose the body. I'm not the mind, as the mind is a bundle of thoughts coming from the environment through the 5 senses: seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, and tasting. I react to the environment through my organs of action: mouth, hands, legs, organs of reproduction, and organs of elimination. The sense organs and organs of actions are instruments totally under my control as I navigate to rediscover that I'm consciousness, God. I'm not the intellect, the power of dispassion and discrimination. The intellect's influence and hijacked by the ego. My ego falsely identifies me as I am what I have. I am what I do. I am my reputation. I'm different from you. Things are missing in my life, and I'm separated from consciousness. I am free from the body, mind, intellect, and ego identification. I'm consciousness, and I am perfection. I'm liberated. Well, welcome again this morning to Mandir. A beautiful morning here, cold, and the wind is blowing, so if you hear this muffling sound and rumbling sound in the phone, then it's from the wind. Hopefully it's not too much. Well, let me turn around and let us greet Mother, the Sun, Surya Narayan. Om Bhare Bhavasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhare Bhavasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhare Bhavasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Oh. Well, we have the birds chirping, you can hear them. The ducks and the geese are in the pond, and it's a beautiful day. Cold, it's about freezing here, 34 degrees Fahrenheit, and the wind chill is like 25. But you know, with the changing of weather, we've seen this pond and this area here, and it has changed so much that when there was trees and blooming, lots of leaves, and the birds are there inside, and flowers, and the smell, and then it changed. The leaves, the trees would shed their leaves, and then the winter came. We saw the snow and the cold weather. The pond froze up. But here we are now again, and we're making adjustment to all these changes. Life is such. If we cannot make adjustment to our life changes, that when Bhaja Govindam, Adi Shankar was singing, and he would have said, Bala stavat kritha sakta, taruna stavat taruni rakta, Bridho stavat chinta magna, parame brahmani kopina lagana. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam Muramate Prapti Sanne Hite Morane Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrin Karane. Oh, you took birth. You were a young boy. You played around. You got a little older. You're looking for a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, and then you go into marriage. You made babies, came. You become an old man. All these are changes, and then the body will go afterwards. But remember, we are not the body. And then he would have said, Kashtvam koha kutta ayata kame janani kome tatta iti parvayo sarvam saram vishwam tvaktva sapna vicharam bhaje govindam bhaje govindam bhaje govindam muramate prapti sanne hite morane nahi nahi rakshati dukrin karane. Ask yourself, where did you come from? Who's your father? Who's your mother? And what are you? Are you a victim of this illusion, this swapna, this dream? No, you shouldn't. That's why, we're just passing through our mother's wombs and we're coming here. Our responsibility, our parents' responsibility is that they should take their child, the only responsibility, take their child closer and closer to God. But if the parents are not close to God, they don't know how to, they haven't practiced it, then how could they lead? So this way, parents, you have to do well. This morning, look at the sun is coming up so nicely, and I'm walking around in the trees, and here's the mountain, and what a beautiful scenery. Well, I just want to say that, look at the pond, nice and bright there, and the sun reflecting. We've finished with Shivarati. My question to you is, what have you gained? Was it only for the night of Shivarati and you do all the worship and you socialize and the COVID was there stopping you from socializing, you're wearing your mask? Is it just for the night, Shivarati, and then when you finish and you got your blessings, you feel good, and then you go and say, okay, I got to go back to my normal life, my ordinary life, my mundane life? No, then you didn't understand Shivarati. That whatever you gain as you go along, you have to sustain it. Whatever God's grace God's given to you by your human effort, because human effort and God's grace, they go hand in hand. You have to sustain it. And these are questions. Let me ask you the question. That what is keeping you alive? Did you ever try to find out what is that thing? Did you ever study it? And if you didn't, then what happens? Then you miss the whole purpose of your life, of our life. Swami Parameshananda ji, Guru. Let us bring the Guru here with us this morning. Om Dhyana Moolam Guru Murti Puja Moolam Guru Param Mantra Moolam Guru Vakyam Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. O Swami Parameshananda, O Buddha, O Christ, O Lord Shiva, O Krishna Bhagwan, O Mother Durga, we meditate on you because you have cleared the path, you've blazed the trail of path to liberation and moksha. So we have to follow you. We want to be just like you. Our prayer this morning, God, I want to be like you. Help me to rediscover that. I have it all inside of me. I have your lower nature. I have your higher nature. Everything is inside of me, but yet for some reason I'm looking outside for something, outside stimulus. Yes, I need to go to the Guru and the spiritual master. But inside of me, I'm the greatest Shiva Lingam, because Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. The 5 syllables are all there, 5 elements. Those are the elements. When we say that mantra, we honor you, we're worshipping you, O Lord Shiva, as the 5 elements, all that was created. But that mantra has to lead us with the word Om in front. It means that, you're telling us that Om, you are the God without name and form, as in the beginning, Sadashiva Samarambam Sankacharya Madhyamam Asmaracharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Pranavanandam. You're telling us that you didn't have a form in the beginning, but out of when you created the universe, but through the 5 elements, the building blocks, then you went into to give it life. And now we want to find out, we want to rediscover that we are we have to return to that place where we wouldn't have any name and form. And then your worship of Lord Shiva would be good. It's good that we do rituals. It's good that we go to the mandir. It's good that we get caught up in the socializing and the entertainment. But at some point in time, we have to do the meditation. And that is what we need to do. So this morning, it's a beautiful message that, devotees, we have the potential. We've just gone through Shivarati. Let's make the best of it. Let us extend it. Om. Om. Let us pay adorations to the Guru. The greatest Guru is that one without name and form, and with name and form. Om Guru Mata Pita Guru Bandhu Sakha Tere Charanam mein Guru Mera Koti Pranam Tere Charanam mein Guru Mera Koti Pranam. Tumi Jnana Data Tumi Shakti Data Tumi Shanti Data Tumi Mukti Data Tere Charanam mein Guru Mera Koti Pranam Tere Charanam mein Guru Mera Koti Pranam. Oh, what a beautiful song. Tum Guru Mata Pita, like the sloka was saying, Kashtam Koha Kutayata. Here's the answer. Guru, your father, your mother, your friend, your companion, you're everything. You are the one to give us that divine knowledge, to give us that divine power. You are the one to liberate us. How beautiful it is. Tumi sadhana, tumi aradhana, tumi premarana, tumi karana, tumi pranapati, tumi raksha mera, tere charanam mein Guru, mera koti pranam, tere charanam mein Guru, mera koti pranam. Ah, you are the one to protect me. You are the lover of the life. You are the one that is the Guru, the Guru of all Gurus. Tumi Vidata, Tumi Parampita, Tumi Raj Dhiraj, Guru Maharaj, Tumi Raj Dhiraj, Guru Maharaj. Ah, when we speak of Guru, this glorification and pure bliss, then we become like the Guru. I want to talk about everyday situations. And people in this world, they're good people. But everyone is so good. But I want to shout out to the females this morning, because when I think about it, and they're the ones that are, if you go into the temples, 80% of the mandirs and the ashrams, they're more women, and the role that they're playing. And I had the experience of working with the women who are in United Nations. One nun, my friend, CJ, she is the best one to talk to about religion, about spirituality, about everything, because she's educated. And she has gone beyond religion. And when we speak about him, oh, what a powerful session I will have with her. There's no limitations. And we both know that we have to study. We have to become the creator. We are the creator. And she helps. I know in America here, in our New Jersey ashram, one female, she lives in Queens. And whether it's sun or snow or sleet or rain or night or day, she will drive her car hour and a half minimum and go there into New Jersey ashram and serve and come back, and not looking for name and fame. I know devotee who from beginning in the ashram, she would have come and bought the ashram car and provide all funds for transportation for myself and Swamiji, bought so many things for the ashram, chandelier lights and everything. I know they don't like me to say that, but we have to speak about examples that are being set, going in all parts of the world and setting up ashrams and going there. One time going to Nepal, and she would have bathed like 40 boys and powder them and oil their skin, and that motherly love they enjoyed. This is the kind of examples that are being needed to set. Diana Ashram, the headmistress there, she's so powerful that she would have been 50 years celebrated with serving the ashram. That's all she does, serve. So then heading the school, and always being in her presence will be like an energy, a divine energy, a disciple of Swami Parameshananda ji. So this is what it is, the power of all of us, and we have to become like that. I was speaking to one family yesterday, and when I found out that the wife was saying, this one person is having a difficult time with a mother with 3 daughters. Well, she might not be the best mother or best person, that's in her view, but we as human beings, we have to see and help those who are suffering. We should not join others in pushing them down. We should lift them all up. And this, when we have that in mind, devotees, that's when we would have celebrated Shivarati best way. Shivarati is not a night occasion, but it's a life endeavorment. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, not human beings having an experience, a human experience, spiritual experience. So this kind of thinking I want to bring to you this morning. Think that you have the possibility of already that we are gods and goddesses. Let us rediscover that. And in the process, Swami Parameshananda would have said, what is the goal of life? Self-realization, universal emancipation. When you get that grace of God, then you have to help others for the universal emancipation. Don't take God's grace and keep it to yourself. He would have said, what are real sins? Weakness, fear, cowardice, meanness, and selfishness. Let us help those. For me, in ashrams, I work with so many ashrams, and my only duty is to facilitate the growth of the ashram. Many ashrams I would have gone, America SEVASHRAM Sheng, New Jersey Ashram Sheng, Nepal SEVASHRAM Sheng, Gachila Ashram, and now Assam, so many ashram, United Nations. I facilitate, because this is the wisdom that the Guru has given me, facilitate the growth of ashrams and move away and don't criticize any other Swamijis or so, or criticize any person. That's one thing I've learned, that you serve and you let the ashram grow. Don't think that you're in charge of any ashram because you may have served or helped to create them. Walk away when you see that there is progress, and don't claim ownership because you have, for some reason, think that you have right to ownership. So this morning, let us perpetuate the Shivarati. Let's perpetuate the blessings that we have, the God's grace, and then you'll see your progress. Hari Om. Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om. Join with me as I chant some Guru mantra. Om Sri Guru Shivaya Namah. 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 Well, have a beautiful day. I do enjoy having your company. Look at the birds, the geese. They're just frolicking in the water, cool water. Listen to the birds chirping, the happiness of all of nature. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.